Right.
Yep.
So here we are, umcportal.com, jkkmobile.com. My name's Chippy. JKK is with me on Skype on this live session, another live open review. We've done the Tega Tech Tega V2 already this evening, but in this section we're going to do the Samsung Galaxy Tab. It's arrived in Germany. It's been with me for 24 hours, and I'm not going to say anything just yet. We're going to do the review on it, and I think you'll be excited as we go through it. So watch this video, follow-up video as well coming up, and lots of things happening on carrypad.com with the Galaxy Tab, and loads more testing, in-depth review, etc., etc. We've got a chat session running on the side here, so if you hear us answering questions, that's what's happening there. And if you want to get involved in the chat sessions on the next live session, follow us on Twitter at Chippy and at JKK Mobile, and you get to hear about the live sessions. Right, let's do the Galaxy Tab. We're going to do, in this part of the video, a fake unboxing. I'm going to show you around the device as quickly as I can, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen unboxings already on this one. And then we'll get into a bit more testing, alright? So, here we go. Samsung Galaxy Tab. First of all, I need to say thank you to techdepot.de for sending this over. I was trying to get hold of one earlier in the week. They reached out, and full disclosure, instead of them just kind of loaning me one, they said that they might be interested in buying some advertising. So bam, I sold them some advertising, and now I have a Galaxy
Oh,
Tab.
great.
Now that's the great way.
That was the best thing.
That's
Yeah.
a great way to do business. I prefer having a Galaxy Tab to cash, to be honest. Right.
Yeah.
Here we go. So the Tab, I've already unboxed it, of course. It sits on the top of the, quite small packaging, really. I was surprised how small it was. There's nothing really major in terms of packaging or contents. We have power adapter, which takes the mains adapter that's specific to your country. So in this case I have the European one, which plugs in there. Then we have headset here, which has they're not the in-ear, they're the bud type ones. So
Yeah, but the good ones.
I haven't tested those yet.
Okay. Okay. And remember, Steve is the hi-fi man, so if it's good, it's really good.
But they look exactly like the ones on my old Samsung Omnia Pro, and they were quite good. So I guess they're okay. And there's different size pads as well to go with it. And then we've got the this is a charger and a USB cable. So let me just show you. On the power plug, you've got USB out, and that provides obviously your 5-volt charge to go via USB into the adapter port on the bottom. So it's not a micro USB port. I thought all mobile phones were supposed to have a micro USB port by now.
Yeah.
Is that not
But
right?
this is not a mobile phone; it's tablet. Yeah, on EU.
Yeah.
But actually, what Nokia is doing, they're shipping both with the normal mini plug and the micro USB. But many tablets like Dell Streak and this have a proprietary connector, which is stupid. But
It's like one rule for Google. Oh, it's a phone. And then another rule for getting the power adapter. Oh, it's not a phone, it's a tablet. We've also got a quick start guide in German and English, and that really is a real quick start guide. There's nothing much there in terms of manual, and that is it. So, let me take you around the Galaxy Tab. So, for those of you that don't know, quickly the specs. It's got the Samsung SPC5, I think it is, CPU, 1 GHz, Cortex A8 based. This thing weighs 380 grams, which is under a pound, way under a pound, I think. And is 12mm, 14mm thick? I can't even remember how thick it is. Just quickly snapping back to the specifications.
I hope
It's
it
thin. I mean, you don't need to worry about how thin it is.
Yeah.
It's thin and light, and it's 12mm thick. And the really nice thing about it is, I mean, for me, is that it's a one-hand holdable device. It really is a one-hand holdable device. So this is not 800 grams of iPad that can get pretty heavy in one hand, can get pretty heavy in two hands after a while. This is a real true one-handed device. So people thinking about long-term e-reading in terms of websites and ebooks, it's pretty good. Right, let's go around the device. On the front, we've got the 7-inch 1024 by 600 LCD screen. It's not an OLED screen or an AMOLED screen or a Super AMOLED screen. It's a standard Excuse the reflection screwing up the focus there. Standard LED backlit LCD screen, but Samsung are pretty good at those screens. You'll see in a minute how good it is. It really is quite poppy. On the left-hand side, or on the top as you hold it in portrait mode, we've got front-facing camera and either ambient light sensor or proximity sensor. I'm not sure. I think it's the ambient light sensor. Proximity sensor is probably behind the plastics. And then at the bottom, 4 capacitive Android buttons, which are backlit for about 5 seconds after touching them. At the bottom, stereo speakers, and these are really quite good. Stereo speakers, really not bad at all. You can use this as a sort of reasonable quality radio kind of experience. And then you've got the docking port at the bottom. Now that breaks out a number of things. TV out, for example. USB, there's a docking station that will bring you a keyboard and USB ports as well. So I think it might even be USB on the go as well. But I'm not too sure about that. And there are no accessories in the box that allow me to test that apart from that USB charging cable. So we'll have to find out more about that. Left hand side, we've got the SIM card slot and the micro SD slot. So the reason they're on the side is because this is a sealed unit. You can't pull the back off and drop them into the back of the device like a normal phone. Sealed unit, but they are hot swappable, so you can put the SIM in when the device is switched on and it'll pick it up, no problem. Same with the micro SD card. Rocker buttons here for volume, and quite nice hardware there, good quality. And then there's the power button.
Good clicking, and you can easily find
soft
it.
clicking,
Okay.
but really nice and solid. No wobbly, shaky bits in there. Power button. I'm just going to switch that on, and then at the top is 3.5mm headset port, so that's microphone and headphone input there. On the back we've got 3.2 megapixel camera. That's a requirement for Android phones, and then the LED flash there, and the camera is not too bad, and you'll see in the software that I'll show you later that Samsung have put their software behind it as well, so it's not just your standard kind of basic camera application. It's actually something a little bit more than that. And that's pretty much it. So the only thing I have to say about it apart from that is that it is really, really, really slippery.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know what they do to make it this slippery, whether it's some sort of Teflon coating, but I'm just going to try and demo it just from the weight of its... I mean, it's really difficult to demo this, but if I just hold it between thumb and finger, you can... I'm putting a fair bit of sort of pressure on it, but it just slips very, very slowly down because it's got, I don't know, some sort of coating on it, but it's on the back and the front, and it makes it really, really difficult to keep a good grip of it. I've actually dropped this once already, and I worry about holding it on the side with one hand like that.
Rodfather is saying you're holding it wrong.
Oh, thank you. Was that Rodfather or
Yeah.
I don't know. So you have to be pretty careful about how you hold it. Luckily, it's a nice size, so you can actually grip it on both sides like that. I haven't checked the antenna strength when I do that, but watch out for it. It is pretty slippery. Having said that, it's nice and easy to clean. But I would have liked a little bit of rubber or something on the back, but you're probably going to want to buy a bumper or a little case for it if you're going to use it a lot.
And I think we will see a lot of accessories for that, and of course you can just buy a sticker for it on the back, like a grip sticker. So there's a lot of
that would help. A little grip sticker on the top right here, and then one on the back would really be nice for holding it. I think that's must be glass front. There's no flex in it. It's really nice plastics all around. So actually really, really nice feel and look to the product. One or two little scratches on the back already because you put it down like that, and it's not flat. It's one of the curved surface on the back. So there's a central point there which you're going to get scratches on, and unless you buy a case, you won't be able to avoid it. That happens.
Yeah.
Right, let's switch the device on. You see the backlight on the capacitive buttons, and that lasts for about 5 seconds before they go away. One thing I want to mention about that is when you're in a low ambient light situation, it's actually quite hard to see the capacitive buttons, because although
so they don't stay on.
No, although in this light you can see the emblems quite easily.
Yeah, but that sucks.
They're not bright white and that's difficult, because unless you know where the buttons are, you can hit the wrong one quite easily. Okay, so let's get that out the way anyway. Right, so it's difficult to show you.
Oh, even you're touching the touchscreen, the lights go off from the capacitive buttons.
Okay, if you touch the touchscreen, the backlights come on, but they go off way before they go off way before the backlight goes off. So.
Oh, that's okay. Because on my well, yeah, then it's not a problem really. I think on mine it's the same. Let me see. No, on the Droid they actually keep as long as the screen is on. So
right. Okay.
That might be disturbing, but we will see.
Oh, incoming news.
Someone calling? Yeah.
No, that was just some news. And you see, I've got this active. Oh, I've got this active
live desktop.
This desktop is cool. I like that. Right, Android 2.2. We've got 5 screens here, and you can actually flick straight to the screens with the little buttons on the top here, which makes it really quick for switching between screens. And the fluidity and the physics of the UI are pretty good, but it has to be said, it's not iPad quality. You just know that there's multitasking going on in the background that's interfering with things as you go along. I mean, it's good. It's as good as most Android phones. Possibly the Nexus One is slightly smoother, but if people are thinking about iPad like UI physics, it's not quite the same. Not quite as.
Yeah, but iPad can do the stuff it can, so you can't really compare. Try to put the widgets on the iPad home screen.
Yeah. So Android 2.2, this is a full phone, so all the features are here. We've got GPS, we've got accelerometer, we've got the ambient light sensor, we've got compass. Everything you expect in a good Android phone is there. This is really like a huge Galaxy S, of course. I mean, there's really not much difference. Galaxy S just multiplied up with about 3 times the screen size, to be honest. 16 gigs worth of storage, 12 gigs available, and yeah, I think that's probably on the basic Android build. So on top of that, of course, Samsung have put their special touches, and you'll find those all over the place. So there's a couple of widgets that they've put on that aren't too bad. It's not the TouchWiz UI that you see on Samsung phones, so they haven't gone that far, and I'm glad they haven't gone that far because, to be honest, TouchWiz can be a little bit overbearing, a little bit heavy in my opinion, so it's nice they've left most of the basic kind of Android elements in there.
Yeah, that's good.
They've reskinned most of the icons, the standard icons, make them look a little bit more colourful. And
and also the notification tab or bar is black, which is cool looking, and so on. By the way, you have the live desktop on and all the widgets on, so actually that will make some lag. So I noticed that on my Droid too. So maybe you want to disable them. But yeah, I know it's cool. So
yeah, that's right. So
maybe in a week you will disable them. So.
Maybe, yeah. So in the notification bar, Samsung have got power control and network control buttons on here. There's a brightness control with an auto setting, and then the standard notifications below that. And that's really nice to be able to just pull down. Oh, it's, by the way, it's 360 degrees rotation.
Yeah, but you have to scroll quite a bit if you have a lot of notifications going on there. So I actually have a software called Bar Control, so I used to have some stuff there too, but I got annoyed because I had to scroll if I needed to access, like, if there's 5 different notifications.
Yeah, remember,
so
you
can't
got a bit more screen space on this than the standard phone, so you're probably going to fit a fair bit in there.
Yeah, on landscape, which is the way I would use it, it does. But on that way, it's cool. And it's good to have fast access, especially because people who are buying that are not necessarily already Android users, so it's good to have easy options for everything.
Yeah. There's another little widget here which shows you active applications, shows you the RAM, shows you packages, shows you storage summary.
It's pre-installed?
Pre-installed, yeah.
Okay, that's
quite nice.
Cool.
Yeah. This has got 512 megs of RAM. Actually, that's a specification that I think was missing for a long time for the Galaxy Tab. So people will probably be quite pleased to hear that it's got 512 megs of RAM, and about 440 megs is usable. So you can run a whole lot of stuff on this.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good because I have like 100 or something, and that's not much.
Yeah. Let me turn off the live wallpaper so that we get a good idea of standard. Whoops. Wallpapers, wallpaper gallery. Let's choose something nice. Okay. So at least that's not interfering with any of our UI elements. We can see how quick things are. Yeah, it's a little bit quicker without that.
They are cool, and there's really cool live desktops with like calendars and whatever. So it's a cool thing, especially if you have a big screen. So test them, but they eat the power, that's for sure.
Yeah. Right. Let's go through a few Samsung apps that are quite interesting that were pre-installed. Music Hub is, it's kind of like, in Germany it uses 7 Digital as the supplier. It's for downloads of MP3s. 7 Digital doesn't have any DRM, so this is quite nice. I actually use 7 Digital myself, so I was quite pleased to see that, and previews of all the tracks and stuff as usual. So. So that's not
music.
not too
For once, there is good music.
bad. Yeah. So that's Music Hub. Hello. Okay. Sorry, he was waiting for me to sign up. The music app is. I'm finding it a little bit limited. It's exactly the same as the app that appears on my old Omnia Pro. So there's no search. You can't like search for a track, which is really weird.
But you can install 1 trillion of those.
Yeah, there's other stuff. I mean, it does nice album art and stuff, and you can flick through songs, etc. Good volume, good speaker quality. They've got a 5.1 channel simulated surround sound feature, which actually isn't too bad. They have also simulated acoustics for, echoing halls or bathrooms or whatever.
Yeah.
One of those gimmicks. And there's also a graphic equalizer as well in there. So quite nice features on the audio playback side of things, but that app probably needs to be improved a little bit.
Yeah. But there is a lot of music apps and video and audio apps, so I'm not that concerned. I actually uninstalled the one came with with my Droid, and I have some Median. I'm using that, and there is plenty of others. So
yeah. So AllShare is the DNLA application, which allows you to take media from one device and send it to another device or the current device. So I have
easy to use.
It is easy to use, but my UPnP media server has so much stuff on it that this just takes forever to index it, and it takes too long. So
leave it by the night.
Nice feature that might be a little bit difficult to use in some situations. If you've got a smaller media collection, then maybe that's going to be good. A couple of other apps. Daily Briefing is a nice little widget that gives you shares, weather, news, and syncs to Google Calendar as well. It's actually one, you see a lot of these apps around that are pre-installed for phones, and they're usually pretty useless, but that one actually looks pretty usable. I've left it on as a widget. It looks pretty good. Digital Frame, you've got a number of clocks that you can use as digital frame. I think you can feed in music and pictures as well. And then there's an ebook reader, which I haven't actually tried out yet, but I think it's an important one. Mike Kane was talking about this. So,
is it important? I don't think he wants to see those, so don't show any ebook readers. He doesn't like them.
So I don't know. Is this some special Samsung one? Have I got a? Can I buy books? No, I don't think I can.
No. Kobo?
Oh, the Marvelous
maybe?
Land of Oz.
Yeah.
So I guess it's an
Ooh,
EPUB
it
reader, right?
flew there. Ooh, ooh, that's
It's
slow.
taking a long time to
Is
start
that
the
the
app.
first time you're
Okay.
using it?
First time I'm using it. Oh, nice
Oh,
page. Ah, look. It's got the nice page turn feature.
ooh. So it might
EPUB
be
books.
yeah.
I don't know. Mike, you probably know
So
more
have you
about the site.
installed Kindle or any other?
Yeah, Kindle went on straight away. In fact,
Cool.
that's the one I would use myself. But at least you got choices with Android, and that's what I think a lot of these ebook reader type people are interested in, having choices for different formats: PDF, EPUB, Amazon, and the other sort of proprietary formats out there. So in terms of ebook reading quality, the screen is really nice. The pixel density is really nice. The color contrast is really nice. I don't think many people could complain about reading a book on this for an hour. If you're going over an hour, maybe it's probably not good as a long duration reader. And you
Yeah.
also maybe need to think about the slipperiness as well. It's really light though, so it probably is not too much of a problem.
Yeah, and it depends how you read. Like I'm reading on a bed, my on a ebook reader on a freehand, so it needs to be really light. So my Arcos 5 IT is perfect for that. But if
Yeah.
you are on the sofa or plane, this is perfect. This is really perfect for that, I would say. And the size is perfect too.
So Reader's Hub is
And
the
we
other
heard it's
app.
Kobo, so
Yeah.
maybe it is. We don't really care because I believe that's a special thing. So I believe Kindle is the way to go if you want to pay for stuff. But if you have other stuff, free stuff, then maybe Aldico or some other thing. But typically, they all work fine on any Android device. So there's plenty to choose from.
So I'm on the Kobo store now. Obviously, this is another
Okay.
choice. Not being an e-reader expert, I don't know
Yeah.
how significant this is, but
By the way, we got some feedback about the index middle finger use. So can you sweep your finger?
I'm sorry.
It looks gross when you're using the middle finger.
That's my secret
People
message to everyone.
complaining. Yeah, that I was about to say that.
News now, I can't do it. I can't use my other finger.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you use my middle finger.
I do that all the time too.
There's a news and weather app here.
Oh.
This is this is
Yeah,
something I
that's
need
cool.
to show you because it's an app from the Samsung App Store. So let's go to the Samsung App
Oh, yeah.
Store. And
That's one thing.
I'm going to show you all the apps. They're going to flash by really quick, so be careful.
Oh, three.
There it is.
There's one app.
Actually, there's two. I
Oh.
already downloaded one, and that's the other one. So the first one was a German-specific media publication called
And
NTV.
it doesn't go to landscape.
Doesn't even go to landscape, no. So I guess there's going to be country-specific apps in here. This is also a remote control for Samsung devices that you can use over Wi-Fi. So looks kind of interesting. So this is something that could be interesting in the future if Samsung managed to get apps in there. That's going to be a tough job for them. I can't see too many developers really going for it until they know there's maybe 10 million Galaxy Tabs out there, or a series of Galaxy Tabs coming.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to watch anyway. Task Manager. This is that Task Manager that kind of appears on the taskbar as well. Shows you the active applications, the RAM that they're using, and the CPU that they're using, which is kind of nice to see, because I think apps that use CPU are more significant than the apps that use RAM, especially when you've got 512 megs of RAM. And there's one app here taking 4% of the CPU all the time. It's the ebook reader. So goodbye ebook reader, because you're going to drain my battery like nothing.
That needs to be killed.
Yeah, you can uninstall installed software. You got the RAM manager, summary of storage, and there's a help. Oh, to extend battery life is related to CPU usage. Okay, that's wrong. It's totally related to screen on, screen off time.
Yep.
Right, I think that's all the Samsung apps. No, it isn't. There's two more. So video app. No, I'm not going to show you that yet. I'm going to show you that in a minute because that's
Video out, by the way. Do we have video out other than on the desktop Cradle? No, I guess
I don't
not.
think so. It's TV out as
And
well.
TV out, yeah.
Yeah.
It was composite out, not
Yeah.
HDMI out. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a composite RS video. I'm not sure, but definitely analog.
Yeah.
Jeez, what was the other one thing I wanted to show you?
230 viewers, by the way.
Oh, fantastic! Thanks everyone for joining. I'm actually going to close down this part of this video soon, and we'll start up another one because I want to keep it in good sections. But one more app. What was the app I was going to show you? Man.
You didn't tell. You
Camera.
didn't tell.
Camera. I was
Yes,
going to show
yes,
you, wasn't
yes,
I?
yes.
So there's no dedicated camera button. So you'll have to put the camera app on the front screen. Where is the camera app? There it is. Right, so it's camera plus video. So you'll see if you've used a Samsung device before, you'll see the Samsung. You recognise Samsung software immediately. So you've got different modes. Let's put it into, what have we got? Hello. Why does that always happen when you do demos? Doesn't work.
It's demo time. Demo effect.
It is, isn't it? Now the capacitive buttons have stopped working as well. Could this be the first live Galaxy Tab bricking? It's seriously, it's hung, the device.
Oh, take away the battery.
That's why. Oh, this hasn't got a reset button on, is it? Just for 10 seconds on the power button, I guess. Just gonna give it another. No, that's seriously
Ooh.
hung the device.
Just if you didn't know, Steve is really good on breaking stuff, so let's be careful now that it doesn't. If it's broken, it's nothing new.
I'm pretty good at testing for ability to break
Mm-hmm.
things. No,
Yeah.
seriously, guys, that's completely locked up now.
So hold and press. Press and hold.
And wait. Let me see if I can.
And in the meantime, I'm installing Fring, so people asking video calls, so maybe we can do that in later
Right.
date. So date or time. Yeah, kill it. Can you kill it? Have you ever tried? Yes.
That was just power off. Somehow the calendar app, the camera app, was stopping the capacitive buttons. It wasn't taking input.
Yeah.
All right, we'll reboot that, and I want to show you the camera app. No, we're going to stop this part of the video now, and you're going to have to watch the part 2 of this video if you're watching it on video to see the camera app and see if it crashes it again.
Yeah.
Ah.
And behind those videos and after those videos, we do all kinds of good stuff which you can't see if you are not watching us live. So next time,
That's
come
right.
here live.
Loads
you.
of testing going to go on tonight. So we're just going to stop this part of the video. Thanks for watching. JKK Mobile, Chippy from umpcportal.com, carrypad.com. Thank you again to techdepot.de for sending the Galaxy Tab over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for people in the chat room. Thanks for people watching live. See you in the next video.